Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Enter the Dungeon, a brotherly podcast. Last time they looked over the aftermath of their battle with the goblins, and they made it to the city. They met a very nice dwarf named Melvin, who gave them a tour into the town, and they met up with our ranger, Allison. She stole, Alicia, whatever her name is, we're not sure yet, stole from several shopkeepers, and they met with the captain of the guard, whose husband had turned out being the mysterious Yohan Carver that had been captured most likely by the goblins. Will they be able to save him in time? Find out now, possibly.
So before we head out, I go back to the captain and I ask him some questions about the Dean Fisher. So how do you know this Dean?
Well, you see, I used to live up in that town for a while. That's actually where I started as a guard before I got transferred here.
How well do you know him?
Yeah, we're actually pretty good friends. He actually managed to save my life once.
What's in what was in the cargo that was so important?
Look, if you can come back with my husband safe, I'll tell you anything you want to know. But right now, you're burning time. Who knows what those goblins are doing to him?
All right. I guess we saddle up and what's the names of our two companions?
Okay, so the two guards, their names are the first one. His name is okay, Andreas, give me a random first name.
Oh Lord. Jesus.
Okay, the first one is Jesus.
Is that the annoyed one or the one that went to go fetch the captain?
That's the one that went to go fetch the captain.
Okay.
Jesus the messenger.
What's their race? Are they dwarves?
Jesus the messenger, he's a dwarf, but annoyed guard, he's a human.
Okay.
And we'll say that he was Anthony the annoyed guard.
Yeah, I figured it was gonna start with an A.
Yep. See, that's clever DMing for you. You just come up with a random alliterative name.
I mean, it works.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's head out.
So you guys are back up at the ramp, and the guard says, "So, you gonna be able to get this up there, or do you want me to lead the horses for this part?"
What?
You can take the reins.
Okay.
Hang on. Are we riding horses or taking the cart?
Well, the horses are driving the cart, right?
Why are we taking the cart?
Well, because you only have two horses, but there's several of you.
Oh. Thought they were giving us horses.
Well, yeah, there's the two white stallions, so you'll be able to get there faster. And you also probably need to be carrying some equipment with you.
Okay. I find Melvin again and see if he'll let us back up.
He's at the top.
Is there anybody going up? Is his brother Melvin?
The guard just offered to take us up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then I'll let them lead.
Yep. Trust in Jesus. I will show you the way. If you trust in me, ye shall find life.
Is Jesus the human or the dwarf?
Dwarf.
Yeah, Jesus is the dwarf. And so he takes the reins and starts leading you guys up there and says, "So, you guys were on a delivery mission here?"
Yes, we were.
Yeah. Well, what were you delivering?
Nunya beeswax.
Nunya beeswax. Is that like a particular variety of beeswax? I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Why was the captain ordering a shipment full of beeswax?
Because I don't know if you know this,
potions or
but
something.
your captain's kind of a freak. Your captain loves nice, juicy beeswax.
I would turn around and give you a dirty look, but I'm driving, so I'm just gonna have my partner Anthony do that. And Anthony turns around and just gives you the annoyed glare.
I giggle because I think Anthony's cute.
Okay.
Is that the Anthony specialty, being annoyed?
You guys.
Works for me.
Yep. And Anthony just says, "So, do you have any tales that relate to going up ramps in a carriage?"
Son, I have done many jobs of many times, and people always find me to be stupendously reliable, but I can safely say that no boat has ever used a ramp in my port.
Well, I suppose that makes sense.
Okay.
Don't really know how boats were going up a ramp. So I guess that's good to know. I guess that also means that none of them like had to make forcible landings on the shore then. No related stories there. You want to tell me about the time that a dock collapsed and you had to lead a, wheelbarrow full of children up it?
Don't be ridiculous.
Right.
Or kobolds.
Were they kobold children?
They were of indeterminate age. Have you ever met a kobold? They are small creatures, and it's difficult to tell which ones are the elderly ones.
That's racist.
Have you ever met a kobold, sir?
I actually cannot say I have.
I can tell you, they are all small.
Indeed. So, I've been wondering since I first met. So, large one, what's your name? It feels wrong to just call you large one.
Earth Mover.
Ah, okay. So, is that like your given name or your nickname?
You ask a very interesting question.
Why is that?
We tend to be identified by our middle name, but it can change at the will of the chieftain.
Oh, so you have a chieftain that. So you got a chieftain. What's his name?
The chieftain doesn't have a name. Each tribe has their chieftain, and they're just called the chieftain.
Where is he from?
God, you ask a lot of annoying questions, don't you?
So, where you hail from?
I would tell you if I remember the name of my own country.
Oh, that's very unfortunate. You forgot the name of your own country. Have you been gone a very long time then?
No, about like a month.
Well, that's a bit weird of you. Let me guess. Wait, are you one of them Goliaths types?
Goliath, yes.
Oh, wait, don't you hail from the country of Kurun?
That sounds about right. We've got giants and
So
Goliaths.
do you know any dragons?
No, they tend not to come near the villages of the relatively smaller races because they're kind of terrifying, and they know that.
You're from Kurun. I thought everyone from Kurun knew dragons.
That's racist.
That is also racist.
Oh, okay. So, you know any other giants then?
No, they're also relatively solitary.
Know any other Goliath tribes?
Why do you ask so many questions?
Because this is how civilized people pass their time, with conversation, not from stealing from each other.
Well, you're just annoying.
No, I'm annoyed.
You're also ugly.
Okay, what? So at this point, you guys have probably reached the top of the canyon, and Jesus says, "So do you want me to keep traveling then, or do you guys want to take the reins? I don't mind continuing to drive."
Make
Can we
haste.
let Anthony drive for a while?
Anthony says, "I'm afraid that carriage driving is not in my skill set."
Really?
Yeah.
You look like a guy who could definitely.
Suddenly, like a center bleep just like comes out of her mouth.
What? What?
DM powers activate.
Okay.
And he just looks at you very confused. What was that sound that just came out of your mouth?
I don't know. You tell me.
So, hey, let's talk about anything else. Is that the sound of gold jingling I hear?
Are we there yet?
We just reached the top of the canyon. With these horses, should probably only what? How far were you from the city when you met this kerfuffle?
It was 2 days out with constant traveling.
Well, that was only with one horse of a slightly lesser breed. This rate should get there by tomorrow.
All right.
Morning.
Make haste.
Yes.
Someone's life might be on the line.
Yes. And haste is made, and you guys eventually make it back to the trail. I mean, did you leave the horses in a way that they could be recognized on the way back, Earth Mover?
I mean, they were just kind of shoved off into the bushes.
Yeah. And so the next morning he says, "So do you know what you're looking for exactly?"
The smell of a running horse, I think, is going to be pretty obvious.
That innuendo, or oh no, wait, you meant two literal horses. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they start looking around and says, so, where do you think they might have gone then?
They went that way, and I point towards the path, towards that way.
He looks in closer and says, yeah, there's definitely a trail back here. And he takes
and
out
2 dead goblins. I forgot about them.
He draws his longsword and says, well, very well then. Down this path, you say?
Yes. Oh, watch out for traps. There were numerous traps that dealt a heavy toll on us. Arrows and slings and bait traps.
Barely survived.
You into the air.
And he looks very concerned and says, well, okay, but danger is part of a guard's job. Let's do this. Anthony, take up the rear. Okay. So
I'll take up your rear.
And then I look at Elise to make sure she doesn't say anything inappropriate.
Okay, so as you guys are moving along, what's the marching order then between the two guards?
Jesus is in the front.
Yes.
I will follow after that.
Okay.
Is Anthony
I am
behind
not
me?
going in front of our elf because I'd like to not be stolen from.
Okay. So I guess you're in the middle then.
Well, no, I want to be on Earth Mover's shoulders.
Do you allow this?
I'm fairly small.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
Where is Anthony?
Behind us.
Behind you. He's making sure that he's taking up the back, both so that he cannot be robbed and also just so that you've got guards on both ends.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And so... looks like
Every so often I look back at Anthony and blush.
I keep I make a search for more traps.
Okay. I guess that would be perception based.
Leaving plus a number is perception is 15.
Okay, yeah. You actually just barely notice something, and at the same time, the guard also notices it's sort of a somewhat camouflaged pit hole. But if you're looking right, you can see that the leaves don't completely cover it, so you're able to notice where the holes are. So he just stops abruptly, and you notice it too.
I use my hook to kind of push it down so that it's obvious to everybody else and collapse the bit.
Huh. Yep, and so you see that there is a it's got a hole down there that seems to be leading down a bit.
Is there anybody down there, like a dead body, and we can go home?
Alas not. And so the guard looks at it and says, so they're setting booby traps, huh?
Goblins are crafty creatures. Why, once I had to scour the town for a dozen goblins that were infiltrating the city. They're crafty creatures and can bring out of nowhere and lay traps just like this.
Ah, indeed. So, with all your experience, you must be like a really accomplished warrior.
I don't like to boast, but I've had my share of adventures before this.
So, were you a city god too, where you're from?
Something like that. Me and my comrades would protect the city from the hazards and tribulations that beset a port city.
So, were you Coast Guard?
No. We were called the Port Watchers, and we were respected by all in the city, using our magics and our knowledge to keep the city safe.
Oh, so you a wizard?
I raise my hand. What does this conversation have to do with the job at hand?
Just a well, you're behind them, so they don't really notice your hand going up.
Okay.
So you're like a wizard then?
Not quite. I serve my goddess Abzin and channel her divine strength through myself.
Oh.
I kind of little sparkles fly from thaumaturgy.
So since you've been serving her for so long, you must be really powerful. Oh, can you do that thing where you can? I've heard of some clerics like you, and they could fly. Can you do that?
Can I? I think I can.
No, that's like a level 17.
Not quite. There are legends that say that the most advanced disciples of Abzin can master the elements of that, but alas, that is beyond me.
Can you make a thunderbolt strike or something?
Hang on a second. There's a cleric ability that I know that I did not quite review, but I'm pretty sure I can do that.
Well, that's also higher level.
No.
You might have a spell for that.
Hang on.
Okay.
Yes, I can actually.
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Okay, what exactly are you doing?
Keep following the path.
You're striking lightning.
No.
You want to show off?
Okay. So yeah, and as you guys keep moving for a while, you're not gonna try anything then?
Gonna search for more traps.
Okay, so I guess that would be roll again.
Yeah. 18.
Yeah, you don't notice any traps, and you feel fairly comfortable that there aren't any more. Until following the goblin trail, you come across a large cave in a hillside. That's at this point you've traveled about 5 miles from where you originally headed out, and a shallow stream flows out of the cave's mouth, which is screened by a dense rear thicket. A narrow dry path leads into the cave on the right-hand side of the stream.
All right. I motion to the path and let Anthony or Jesus lead.
And so they're looking into so they go in further to inspect it, and he sort of waves. Okay, so I guess he'll make a perception check. He says, "Okay, looks clear so far. Come along."
Okay, I follow behind. What are you doing?
Yeah, the rest of you guys follow along.
Sure, but I pull out the piece of beef jerky and give it to Earthmover.
Do you like hand it down, or do you just shove it in my face?
No, I like hand it down to you.
Okay.
All polite like.
Yeah.
I take it very tentatively.
Oh, before we head in, I cast resistance on everybody, so y'all get a plus D4 to save.
Let's go.
Yeah, is that to the next save or
To a save. Let me check.
okay?
Continue. I'll let you know.
Yeah. And so before you guys go in, the guards say, "Now this looks like it could be dangerous. It's like a goblin cave. You guys all ready to go in there?"
As ready as I'll ever be. Let's go.
Yes. And so as you guys progress further, on the east side of the stream flowing from the cave's mouth, a small area in the brewer thickets has hollowed out to form a lookout post or blind. Wooden planks flatten out the brewers and provide some room for guards to lie hidden and watch the area, including a pair of goblins that you've just run into.
Ooh. And it's one save until the spell ends. So
yep. And the goblins say, "Halt! What are you doing here? This is private property."
We are searching for it's a human, right?
You don't know.
What is the air velocity of a maiden swallow? I yell.
Unladen.
What does that even mean? A maiden swallow? You mean like a swallow that's not married? Do swallows become slower once they're married?
Ah, good question, my good sir.
Shut up, you two. We're searching for a man named Yohan Carver.
Yohan Carver. Well, I've never heard of this person.
He is a human or dwarf that came through here few days ago.
No, we haven't heard it. Yeah, it's mostly just goblins around here.
I roll for what is that called?
Perception?
It's insight. So
yeah, insight, yeah.
5.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he seems to be telling the truth. One of the guards approaches and says, "Okay, look, we got a testimony saying that there's from these two saying that they were attacked by some goblins earlier, like the other day. We also noticed the dead horses belonging to Yohan. So how about we just be real with each other? Is he in there?" And he says, "Look, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. You'll believe me, right?" And he starts looking at Earthmover and
I flick him off.
see. Well, that's not very nice. Hey,
Can I also roll insight?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, fantastic. Where's insight? All right, cool. 4.
Yeah, I mean, it seems real enough to you guys. You get to think that maybe he just killed his own horses and ran off in the other direction. Or maybe he wasn't even taken here.
I have to say, Jesus, these are the most honest and forthright goblins I've ever encountered. Perhaps he passed by here and did not meet them.
I mean, I suppose it's possible that the goblins killed his horses and then he just went off on his own.
Sounds like a load of baloney to me.
A river or some body of fresh water further down that he might have stopped by, or perhaps a city, or perhaps a small village, or perhaps a tree with fruit.
Yes, and the goblins say, yes, trees with fruit. I hear that they're very popular around these parts. People enjoy fruit, right? Yes, fruit is good.
Where?
Well, I don't know. There's plenty of fruit trees around here. Like, I think if you go a few miles that direction and he points back the way you came, you'll probably be able to find some fruit.
You must have stopped there and sat to eat. Let's go.
The guards are like, are you sure? I mean...
Do you have a better idea as where he might be?
This isn't the first case we've heard of people disappearing around here.
I say we go into the cave. I know.
The goblins say, sorry, the whole area is closed. We're, closed to outsiders, club members only, you see.
But I am a club member, I yell.
Look, I doubt that.
It's a goblin, right?
Yeah.
I start speaking in goblin.
What do you say?
I say, how you doing, Ka?
He responds in Goblin, saying, okay, so you speak our language, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're part of us. This is what the other Goblin guard says.
Nah, homie, I know your peeps. I'm talking like
this is a very strange, dialect of Goblin that you're speaking. Are you from one of those inner cities that I keep hearing about?
Heck yeah, I am. I actually know your cousin.
You guys are terrible.
What do you mean you know my cousin?
Yeah, your cousin Bob.
I don't have a cousin named Bob.
Yeah, you do.
I have a cousin named Bill.
Maybe it's Bill.
And another cousin named Phil. They went out a couple days ago, and I haven't seen from them.
Yeah, I know. I actually have a letter from them.
Oh, you do? Can I see the letter?
Well, no, I was actually instructed to give it to the people inside the cave.
Well, I mean, if you leave it with us, we can make sure it gets there.
Nah, I was told to only give it to the people inside the cave.
No, I don't believe that. Phil wouldn't have done that. Neither would Bill.
Well.
I mean, if you got the letter, you can just leave it here. We can make sure it gets to the people inside the cave.
That means nothing to me.
Yeah, well, I don't really know what to tell you.
I whisper in Earthmover's ear, we should just kill these guys.
Do you have a third cousin?
Yeah, there was Bill, Phil, and Dill. I have a strange feeling that some omnipotent force gave one of them a different name at some point, but I'm pretty sure those were their names.
Did Dill come back?
No, but I think Phil did.
Did Phil have anything to say when he came back?
Yeah, he was running back here all scared, and he said that, he was being wrongfully attacked by these three, and then he just looks at you, looks at the other guard, and they just have an moment. I'm sorry, sir, but we are closed, and they dart back inside the cave.
Now can we kill
I don't think so.
There's 5 of us. Why would they recognize us?
Well, they recognize sort of the description of the 3 of you, and then put together what's been going on.
It's kind of hard to not recognize giant humanoid.
With little girl.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. They've run back inside the cave, and they're just yelling, "Code red! Code red!"
Now we kill them.
They stabbed me.
The guards say, well, okay, looks like we're going in there. You guys, weapons at the ready. We don't know what's going to happen.
All right. I ready my hook.
I slap Earthmover's shoulders and go, Giddy up! Giddy up, cowboy!
Yep.
I will knock you off of here.
Nah, we can do some cool stuff with me on your shoulders.
Yep. As the guards enter, Anthony, he kind of lights a torch, and you guys see that just inside the cave, a few uneven stones lead up to a small dark chamber on the east side of the passage. And as you continue forward, the cave narrows to steep fissures at the far end, and is filled with the stench of animals, and savage snarls and the sound of rattling chain greet your ears. And you see on the other side on the other side of a wall, 3 wolves are chained just upside the opening. Each wolf's chain leads to an iron rod driven into the base of a stalagmite.
Puppies! Puppies! I start yelling louder.
The guard says, "Do not pet these puppies. They are bad dogs."
I jump off Earth Mover and immediately pull out a piece of bread. And I slowly walk up to the dogs. And I feed them the bread.
Like, do you like hand it to them or just drop it and move back?
I drop it close to them, yeah.
Do you like throw it to them or do you get close enough to them that you make contact?
I toss it to them. So
okay.
Yeah,
it tries to like jump at you but gets held back by the chains. It sniffs the bread and its dog buddy and they just start ripping it apart, eating it.
Yeah, I slowly walk up to them.
Okay.
And I try to pet one.
Yeah, so you're trying to pet a random wolf that you find?
They're puppies.
Okay.
Animal handling.
Yep.
Actually, I've got a question for you. That was the wrong guy. Yeah, does a 16 beat your armor class?
Yes.
Yeah, the wolf just bites you.
As it bites me, I just start petting it on the forehead.
Yeah, so that's gonna be.
Can I calm this animal?
Well, it just bit you. Let's give it a second. It bit you for 3 piercing damage.
Cool. Can I calm this dog? I want it.
Well, okay, I want to see what the rest of you are doing. She just got bitten by a, random wolf.
What else is around us? Because she just approached 3 feral dogs, and I'm not really sure I could have stopped her.
I mean, the cave goes down further, and and as you're looking around, you see that there's a narrow opening in the east wall. Leads to sort of a natural chimney-looking thing.
I walk deeper into the cave and just completely ignore that situation other than calling over my shoulder. I am not dragging your sorry carcass out if you get killed by dogs being stupid.
Okay. Thanks for the warning.
Okay, what are the rest of you doing?
I follow him unless she manages to get her arm free.
Yeah, like it's not like holding on to it. It just like bit her and then let go.
I'm petting the dog.
Are you getting
Freaking finally, I'm trying to get a puppy. Wait, animal handling is what?
That should be plus wisdom.
Yeah, I got a 20.
Yeah, like you're still able to pet it and it seems somewhat comforted by it, but it still doesn't like you. Okay, so Anthony's gonna run up and try to pick you up to save you from the wolf.
Okay.
Are you gonna try to resist him picking you up?
Yeah, I pull out another piece of bread and start feeding the dog even more.
Well, okay, so right now he's trying to like grab you.
I'm like,
so
stop, Anthony!
Okay,
I'm trying to feed the puppy.
So I guess you're trying to break away from him. I guess this would be a strength contest. What'd you get?
I got an 8. Yes.
Yeah, you're just able to like sort of reach out through his arms because he's just like not expecting, like he's just not sure what to do here.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I keep feeding the dog. And I got a 20 on animal handling.
Yeah, so this one dog seems to like you, but the other 2 are starting to get jealous, and so they start snarling at you and start barking.
I try to break the chain that the dogs.
Oh, God.
I have a
trowel. Yeah, use the trowel.
I pulled the trowel out. Wait, no, I don't have it.
I have the trowel.
Yeah. I pull my knife out and try to break it.
What do you mean you try to break it with a knife?
I try to
solid metal.
Find out.
Well, remember, it's sort of attached to like a stalagmite.
Can I break the stalagmite?
Well,
it's on a rod driven into it. If you had a pickaxe.
Damn, I should have stolen a pickaxe. Can I break what type of collar? Is it a metal collar?
Yeah.
Is it all metal?
Well, no. Well, then again, the collar itself is probably leather.
Yeah, I cut the leather collar.
Okay. You're trying to slip a knife into a It's just kind of like an aggravated dog at this
Well-
point. It's not really angry.
Well, yeah, but I'm still feeding it.
Okay, you know what? At this point, another wolf is going to try to bite you.
You should have calmed all of them first.
Yeah.
Well, I fed all of them.
Okay, yeah. So that one,
I
gets you
fed
with a
all
20.
of them, though.
Yeah, but you only tried to calm the one. So he's like chill. The other two are like still.
Well, can I try to
annoying.
calm the other two?
I mean, he's already bitten you
What?
for 4 damage.
Oh my god.
Ah, that's dumb.
It's almost
Okay.
dead. The
At this-
dogs haven't
yep.
even done anything yet.
Yeah, at this point, both guards just physically just grab you.
Well, can I
Try to
cut the
pull you
collar
away.
off the dog? Because that's what I was doing when I got bit.
I mean, imagine what would happen if you had a knife in your hand, trying to like carefully get up into a collar, and then your arm suddenly got bit.
Yeah, I put the knife in the other hand and continue cutting.
I don't think you get how being bitten nearly to death works.
But I'm not dead. That's the point.
I mean, I guess you can make a Constitution saving throw to see if you can hold on.
Sure.
You're 75% dead.
Its Constitution is what? Charisma?
No, it's Constitution.
Constitution.
Oh yeah, I got a 14.
Yeah, that's not enough. You just drop the knife.
Fine.
And at this point, the guards just kind of like pick you up.
Fine.
Yep.
I'm coming back for you, I yell.
Yep. And so they just drag you around and say, okay, clearly you can't be in this cave. This is apparently too dangerous for you.
Listen, buddy, I don't know who you think you are, but I'm continuing on.
You want to know who I am?
I
My
don't give
name
a rat's ass, I
It's
yell.
Lieutenant Anthony
I
of
just walk
the
off.
guard.
I walk off.
He's still kind of restraining you. If you want, you can try to break away, but you're pretty weakened at this point.
All right.
And everywhere, I presume.
Yeah. And so they're trying to figure out what to do with you because the other two wandered off, and their orders are to accompany them to save Yohan.
I look at them and I say, Johan's probably dead. You need to go find him now.
They look at you and says, okay, you can keep going with us, but you have to try to do this safely.
Don't tell me what to do.
Oh my god.
All right, so we're walking down the cave, I guess.
Yes. Okay. So the main passage from the cave mouth, it sort of climbs steeply upward, with the stream plunging and splashing down its west side. In the shadows, the side passage leads west across the other side of the stream. And in the shadows of the ceiling to the north, you can just make out the dim shape of a rickety bridge of wood and rope crossing across the passage ahead of you. Another passage intersects this one 20 feet above the floor.
What was the second passage?
Yeah, it sort of intersects the yeah. Yeah, it sort of intersects the passage that you're currently on.
All right, I make a perception check for goblins. Any of them around?
Not
15 plus 17.
no, you don't see any goblins in this area.
Okay.
Yeah, and so as you notice, there's sort of the path that you're on. You notice sort of a side pathway intersecting the one you're on that looks kind of off in one direction, then kind of a wooden bridge off in the distance.
I wait for the guards to drag Alicia back over here.
Yeah, at this point, the guards have caught up with you, and that's how you're able to see. Because I don't think either of you have dark vision, do you?
No.
I do.
No.
Yeah, so you guys are able to make this out once they start waving their torch around.
I have dark vision.
Okay. I turn to the guard and say, I gotta be honest, boys, I am at a total loss. I don't know where he might be in this whole cave. It could be anywhere. Could not even be in here. Who knows?
And they start looking around and say, well, got two main options here. Looks like we got this one rickety path that leads somewhere and this rickety wooden bridge. Which one do you guys want to go on?
Let's take the bridge.
Okay. So, so the stream, so as you guys are going over the bridge, the stream passage continues up beyond another set of uneven steps of sort of to an area ahead, and a waterfall sounds out larger from the cavern ahead of you. And as you are hearing this, the water seems to get louder and louder as it raises up.
I let the guards go first, and I look at Alicia. It's like, "Are you hurt? Looks like your arm's bleeding. Do you need help?"
Yeah, the guards were kind of mean to me.
Yep. And as you guys are discussing this, the bridge sort of gets knocked out by a tidal wave.
Knocked out or just splashed by?
Well, basically, like the waterfall nearby sort of like somewhat collapses, and a giant wave kind of goes through, pushing it off.
Whoa! I saw
Okay.
a groovy wave.
So we're all in the water now.
So I don't know. Did I said the guards go first, so
Yeah, you let the guards go scope out ahead, and once they were on was sort of when the thing broke.
Cool.
Oh.
So they're dead.
All right. I quickly. Okay. Where are they? I try and throw them my rope while holding on to the other end.
Yeah, I guess this would be like a dexterity base to throw this as quickly as you can.
All right. 12.
I guess make a dexterity saving throw to try to catch it. Yeah, one of them is able to. Yeah, Anthony's able to catch it, but you know, Jesus, he's a bulky dwarf, so he's not quite able to grab it.
All right. Hang on. What describe the river below? How deep is it, or how far down is it? Could I dive in and get him, or would that kill us?
It goes down about 20 feet, but like the way it works, it was kind of like a surf effect where it still hurt him, but it was able to somewhat carry him down. So you don't necessarily think he died on impact.
I hope he did.
I mean, it's dark. There's water down there. How fast is the water flowing?
It started to slow down now. It was sort of like that one giant wave. Now it's down to just sort of like a regular pace of a stream.
Does it look like he's drowning?
You don't really see him.
Oh. Then okay, if I can't see him, then he's lost.
He's dead.
Oh yeah, like
Bye.
I pull on the rope to grab Jesus back up and
Anthony.
oh, Anthony.
He's a cool guard.
Yep.
I'm
All right.
getting the wolves, by the way.
And Earth Mover, can you help me pull him up?
Yeah.
All right, we pull him up.
And so it says, well, looks like the bridge is out. Okay.
Damn. Looks like you really effed up.
All right.
Okay. He'll. I don't really know if there's anything we can do for him. I don't want to just leave him, but.
He's 20 feet down in pitch black. And the water's flowing him around. He's dead. Like, I know you want to save your buddy, but he's got like a 0. I've seen this far too many times. When you can't even see the target, it's impossible.
Oh, this is not time for one of your stories. Just okay.
I know it's hard losing somebody to the ravages of the sea, but you can't save them all.
Isn't this a river?
I do not comment. I put my hand on her shoulder and just, you have my sympathies.
Well,
I just look back to see if the wolves are still there.
I mean, you can still hear him, I suppose.
Yes, my puppies.
Yeah.
I want all of them.
I grab your arm to prevent you from walking back there. Like, no.
Okay.
And I guess we walk down the other path.
Yep. And so, yeah, so this sort of leads up to a bit of a staircase leading further down. And when you first notice that the air is slightly hazy with the smoke of a cooking fire, and because you just walked into the den of 6.
Wait. We don't walk into. Hang on. We walk down the path. What do we see as we go the path? We're not just going to charge down there. And
Okay, sorry. I thought that's what you meant. I forget what I just said. Yeah, like you start noticing like a cooking fire, and you can smell that, and you actually hear someone loudly yell in Goblin, which I suppose only Alicia understands. Yeah, I mean sounds like the booby trap worked. Although I think I hear some of them may have survived, but I think we got some of them. Sounds like we got a good haul.
hang on. I cast Evan. What health are you at?
1.
Oh God! Why didn't you say so? I cast 2 wounds and heal you for 8.
Sweet, I'm fully healed. Thanks.
Okay, so that's Just
At
let
that, I
me
whisper to you, by the way, there's some really strange sounding guys over there.
Thanks.
They sound kind of dumb, but I know exactly what they're saying.
You can share what
What
they're
are
saying?
they saying?
Oh, did you guys want to know? Yeah, they said the booby trap worked, but they know we're here.
Yeah. And you then hear another goblin saying, wait, I think I hear him talking about us. Should we go investigate him?
Yeah, they know we're here for sure.
Yeah, I think I hear one of them just said, yeah, did you all hear? And then they say in common, no one's home.
I yell back in Goblin. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Ah, so someone is home.
Ah, you got me. Are you a telemarketer?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What are you selling?
Refrigerators.
Wait,
What's the refrigerator?
I don't know.
What's a telemarketer? Telephones haven't been invented yet.
I'm very confused.
I didn't say that.
Door-to-door salesman?
I said,
Yes. Are you a door-to-door salesman?
yes, would you like to buy something?
What are you selling?
Cookies.
Ah, cookies.
Hey,
Chocolate cookies.
Ah, okay. Are you one of those Ranger Scouts?
Yeah, in fact, I'm friends with Phil.
Ah, Phil the Goblin?
Yeah, Phil the
Oh,
Goblin.
okay. You mean the guy that's in here right now that said that he was recently attacked?
Yeah, I know him.
Oh, okay. What business do you have with him?
Well, I'm trying to sell him some cookies.
He says he doesn't want to buy your cookies.
Well, but do you want to buy some cookies?
Not particularly.
Well, we're going to come sell you some cookies anyways.
I don't think that's how business works.
Well, too bad.
So you're just wandering into the cave?
I don't.
Oh.
I just stand there. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
you're standing in the entrance talking to them. Are they coming out?
No.
I approach.
Sweet. I jump on Earth Mover's back.
Oh my god.
Hey, maybe you'll finally get to move some earth now that you're in a cave.
Actually, question. How tall are these ceilings?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. They're probably like... Okay, so they're tall enough for like a human, so you've probably been crouching.
Yeah.
These goblins have made a very accommodating cave.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, well, yeah, that's
Goblins aren't
just...
too much smaller than humans.
Yeah.
They're kind of small. All right.
Yeah, so you probably aren't running on his shoulders then anymore.
Why not? Oh, because he's crouching.
Because I'm like hunched over.
Dang. All right, fine. I just keep thinking about those puppies.
Yeah. So, I think, and you hear one saying Goblin, I think they left.
Yeah, we did leave.
Oh, okay, then why are you still talking?
Well, we're leaving now. Bye.
Bye.
Anthony, what race is Yaron?
Johan?
Say-
You mean Yohan?
That's what I said.
You said Yaron, but okay, yeah, Yohan, he's an elf.
Oh, an elf. Jeez. Okay.
And I hate elves.
You are an elf.
I hate them.
Yeah, at this point, one of the goblins, he kind of like pokes his head out of the cave. And then once he sees you, just kind of freezes and just starts to like slowly move back.
Fine.
Stop. Tell us where the elf is.
Right there. And he points at Alicia.
Hi.
The taller elf.
Well, okay. You're gonna need to go to Rudra. That's the land of the elves.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Okay, and so then the campaign took a turn, and they went on an international voyage.
Cool.
Let's do that. I mean, it's better than wandering around in a cave not knowing our guy's even here.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely don't have any other elves in this cave. Just this one right here. And we want her gone.
Wait, why? I'm just trying to sell you some cookies.
Hang on. I roll an insight on that.
Okay.
Damn it. 11.
Sweet. Yeah, like you can definitely tell he's nervous about something, but you don't necessarily know if he's lying about the elven status.
Hey, say, what's cooking?
Supper.
I yell over. What are the names of your puppies?
Oh, you mean our wolves?
Your puppies, yeah, what are their names?
Well, you're gonna need to ask, the wolf keeper.
Where's the wolf keeper?
Some other part of the cave.
Where's that?
Past the bridge.
Can you show me?
Go over the bridge.
Yeah.
The bridge is gone.
Oh, right. Forgot about that.
Can you show me?
Look, can we just ask you? This is just kind of our private area. We're not doing anything bad here. Y'all were trespassing. We acted in self-defense.
So you did kill the elf.
We didn't kill an elf.
It sounds like
All
they
I
killed the
did was
elf.
knock out the bridge. And at this point, Anthony, he just steps forward with his sword and says, "All right, tell me what we want to know. For one thing, why does my character voice keep changing?" Yeah, the goblin says, "Look, we don't know what's going on here. How about you just skedaddle skadoodle before things end up like a poodle, as we say around here."
All right, but can we have a little bit of supper first? We're hungry from our travels.
And
Look,
please
sorry.
let me talk to the wolf keeper.
Look, the wolf, and you hear someone say, "Did someone say wolf keeper?" Frank, shut up.
Yes, Frank, hi.
No, don't go in there.
I go in there.
And well, he's gonna try to stop you.
Who?
The guy standing in front.
Where is he?
Well, he's just kind of like standing sort of like towards the entrance of this sub
But
cave.
aren't they on the other side of the bridge?
Well, no, you guys start walking down another tunnel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so he's, I guess, going to try to grab at you.
Who? Oh, this guy comes out of the cave?
Well, remember, he's been standing sort of in the mouth of the cave area of the sub
Frankie
cave.
was going towards the
Hi, I just want to talk to your wolf keeper.
He tries to like block you.
All I want to do is talk to your wolf keeper.
Okay, I guess this would. Okay, so you're gonna try to slip by him.
No.
And he says, "Look, I'm afraid you can't go in there. It's classified, members only."
Cool, I'm a classified member.
Oh yeah, then what's your classified member ID number?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nope, that sounds. He actually opens up a logbook. Yeah, the member with that client number died last year.
Yeah.
And we don't replace member numbers until the person in question's been dead for at least 2 years.
I try to walk past.
Okay, he's gonna try. I guess this would be a dexterity saving throw because he's trying to grab at you.
Yeah, I got a 20.
Yeah, he just like grabs you, but like he like reaches for where your shoulder was, like a solid 3 seconds after you move past there.
Cool. I passed.
Okay, and so you're in a cave. And so you see that there's sort of like a cooking pot. There seems to be like a chimney that's diverting most of it, but occasionally some of the cooking smoke is making it into the rest of the cave. You notice sort of 5 other goblins wandering around, and they're sort of like an elven man tied up in the back of the room.
Oh, sweet.
I try and follow. I basically just
Where's the wolf keeper?
And Frank says, "Oh, hi, that's me. I'm Frank, the wolf keeper. You don't want to look at that guy. That guy's not a wolf keeper. I'm a wolf keeper over here. You want to talk about some wolves again? I'm the wolf keeper."
Yeah, cool. Let's talk about wolves.
Okay. So what do you want to talk about?
Can I have them?
Oh, well, for that, we've got a wolf auction going on. You want to be part of the wolf auction?
Sure, how much?
Wolf auction's next week.
Cool. What
As
about
you can
today?
see, I'm an auctioneer. I'm afraid these aren't for sale today.
Can I buy them today?
I'm afraid not, ma'am.
Why not?
Because they're not for sale till next week.
What if I take them?
Well, that would be theft.
So?
Well, theft is wrong.
So
you shouldn't be doing it.
you have a man chained up back there.
Wait, do they?
By his own will.
Oh yeah, guys, there's a guy chained up back here.
all right. I try to ask the person in the doorway. Can I make an intimidation check by just putting my hand on his head and saying "move"?
Yeah, go for it.
Wait, is there a guy chained up back there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is it an elf?
Yes.
21.
He just runs back and says, he just yells, "They're on to us," and runs back into the goblin den. So,
Right.
Okay, so are you running in after him?
Yeah, I'm walking into the kitchen.
Okay, so right now, there's 6 goblins in the area.
All right.
All I want is some wolves. That's all I want.
Okay. While you run in there, okay. Can we do that plan thing? Because here's how I want to do this.
Okay, do you want to explain how a plan works then?
Okay, so basically, one or more of us, two or more of us, try to coordinate our actions, and each of us, if we do coordinate it, we get advantage on our saves. And Drew, we'll tell Drew the plan and see if he approves it. Because if it's impossible, then. But my plan is this: you walk in and make an intimidation check, while I run a thaumaturgy spell to create tremors inside the cave to make you seem big and scary, to scare them out of the cave.
Okay.
Can you tie Alicia into this? Because that would probably help. I don't really know what she would do, but maybe she could help take advantage of the intimidation.
What, Evan, do you have any ideas as to what you'd like to do?
I could just run over to the elf.
But I definitely like that. Yeah, I would definitely say that you're doing it.
Okay, I got this. I'll cast thaumaturgy. Earth Mover will make intimidation and distract them all while Elysia goes over and tries and breaks the guy out.
Yeah, and Anthony would probably be going over there too, because that those are his direct orders.
Okie doke. So I will cast that, and so the whole ground starts tremoring. The cave starts shaking. Rocks start falling a little bit. It's clear that there are tremors leading up to a big earthquake.
Yeah.
Step into the middle of the room.
Yeah.
Look around the entire room at all the goblins and go, "What have you done?"
Okay, roll intimidation with advantage.
I might not even need advantage. All right, 19.
Yeah, they all just start they're just wide-eyed at this point, because you're like this huge guy who's barely fitting in their cave. It was just, as far as they're concerned, just started these tremors.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Okay, this is what we know. Don't hurt us. Look, Edmund, he told us that this guy over here could help get us in good. You may not know this, but he has some kind of connection with the captain of the guard. We were hoping that we could use him as a ransom to help get away with some stuff.
I say we kill them all.
Wait. Perhaps, the real threat here is Edmund. Don't you want to take him out? He's our boss.
No. I say we kill them all. Every one of them.
Just
Okay,
full-on goblin genocide.
As I'm untying the elf.
Yeah. And, Anthony has a knife, so you probably are just, uncutting this, while they're all distracted by him.
I have a knife, too, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Really, just take out, Edmund. All your problems will probably disappear. We could probably become a peaceful people. He's the one you want, right?
What's Edmund doing at this point? Is he standing still with the rest of them?
Edmund, well,
shitting himself.
You don't know if Edmund's one of these people.
What?
It says Edmund, yeah.
Earth Mover, you're the one in there, so do your thing.
Right. Where is Edmund?
Okay. Edmund is in, his official chambers. Not here. He's on the other side of the cave. Okay, tell you what, where those wolves are?
Oh, yeah,
She does.
Yeah, there's this kind of chimney, direct vertical tunnel thing. If you can climb up right there, you'll be able to sneak right into his chambers.
Tell you what, if I can have one of the puppies, we won't kill all of you.
Okay, that sounds like a good deal.
Cool.
Are the rest of you going along with this?
Sure.
I'm actually not in the cave, so I'm just kind of hanging out at the entrance.
Yeah. Anthony just looks at all of them and says, "Okay, we can't do. They're kidnappers. We're not in the position to make deals."
Oh yeah, we should take all their puppies and kill them all.
That's not ma'am. That's not how the law works.
How many goblins are there?
There are 6 goblins total.
Yeah, let's just take their dog and go.
Yeah.
Okay, and Anthony says, then we come back with backup.
You can.
I'm not in the cave, so I can't answer.
Well, we should just take the elf, take the dog, and leave.
Well, what about these people? They're criminals.
I don't care.
They're responsible for the death of Jesus.
Well, do what you want.
And he suddenly just looks around all of them and says, "Fine then. By the authority of High Chancellor Johnson and Grand Sheriff Rutong, I'm placing all 6 of you under arrest. And I suggest you come with me, or me and my associates are going to deal with you the hard way.
Have I untied the elf now?
Yeah, but he's unconscious.
Oh, cool. I start dragging him.
Is there another exit for these guys to have escaped from at this point?
Not from this den area.
Okay.
And the guards, they just say, seriously, just take out, Edmund. If you want, we can make you another bridge if you want a more direct route to him. If you don't feel comfortable, scaling the vertical tunnel.
That sounds very much like a trap.
Yeah, I suppose it does now that I say it out loud.
Do I hand the elf over to Earthmover? Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay. They say, yeah, just take the hostage, and you know what? Look, here's the thing, though. We're dead anyway if Edmund finds out about this, so do you think maybe you could take him out? He's the real ringleader here, and isn't that how, you guys usually handle these things? You mainly want to go for the ringleader so the whole thing falls apart, right?
I mean, we're not getting paid to take out the ringleader. Maybe once it becomes a real problem, we'll come back.
True. We only got paid to grab the husband and leave.
Mm. And Anthony's like, well, we're taking these guys with us, right?
I mean, I guess. We've got more
Okay.
room in the carriage now that we have one less passenger to take back.
And the goblins say, oh, so we can come with you guys then?
I mean, as prisoners, not as refugees, but yeah.
Yeah, and 3 of the goblins sort of line up with you while another 3 just kind of hang back, and one of them says, okay, look, I don't know what you guys are doing, but you know what? We swore fealty to Edmund, and I say we stand by them.
So you want us to kill you?
No, but tell you what, how about we take out you?
Oh, no.
I just want
Are
some
they
puppets.
still being intimidated?
One of them is sort of like unintimidated, and 2 of them are sort of standing by him, still kind of scared, but it's clear that they are with him.
Are we?
Is it initiative time? I feel like it's initiative time.
Yep. And actually, that one goblin takes out his sword and says, you know what? Looks like I think I do want to do this the hard way.
Ten.
Okay, wait 1 second. Where's my initiative modifier?
It's your dexterity modifier,
Ah.
but it should be right above your hit points next to your armor class.
Okay, so say that again. Earthmover, you got 10.
10.
Okay.
I got an 11.
17. Excuse me. 17.
Okay. Yeah, and yeah, Anthony, he's joining the fight, but the other 3 goblins who surrendered are just kind of hanging back.
Remember, you guys still have your D6 to a save.
Oh, true.
That's D4.
So looks like Paul, you're going first.
Okay. I guess I have to enter into the cave first. Is there still one guy at the entrance, or did Earthmover push him back?
He ran inside, and
He ran
he's sort
back.
of standing with the group that's willing to turn themselves in.
Okay, doke. Here's what I want to do. Give me 1 second. Actually, I thought of what I was going to do. I actually don't have any ranged weapons, so I will have to enter into the cave. And is there one goblin that looks particularly menacing over all the others?
Yes, the guy who was sort of like taking charge, he seems to be a bit stronger than the others.
I cast Guiding Bolt on him.
Okay.
Here we
Was
go.
that-
19 to hit.
Okay, yep, that clears his AC.
Yes, it's an attack. Does it hit?
Yes.
All right. A blinding burst of light shoots from my hands, and he does. Let's see, 11, 15.
What the heck?
Yeah, do I add my caster bonus to damage?
No, not to damage. Not on
Okay.
spell.
He takes 15 points of damage, and I assume that vaporizes him.
Yep.
Sweet.
And, for any remaining action, I look intimidating.
Yeah, you just like vaporized this other dude and the other goblins that were standing by him. They're just like, did we say we wanted to fight you? We meant we wanted to,
Give us your puppies?
sure!
Yes.
And so now you've got 5 goblins that are
Yeah, with a 14 to intimidate.
what are you trying to do?
Tell them to lay down their arms.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point, they both just kind of like put down. Yeah, they were both kind of like holding like larger clubs like things, and they just kind of put them down. Okay. And they sort of joined the group of goblins that had already surrendered.
Yeah, and I tell all of them, hands against the wall. We'll take the elf and leave.
Oh, okay. And Anthony's like, well, what about these guys? We have to take them with them. They're our prisoners.
I just glare at him and tell him to let it go.
Wait, which one's the wolf master?
That's Frank. He's part of the group he was part of the earlier group that surrendered.
But Frank, you're coming with us.
Oh yeah, sure, certainly. Gotta get you that wolf, right? Get you that wolf. Get you that wolf.
Yep. I have rope, right?
Yes.
We tie him up.
All right.
Okay. He just kind of like submits to being bound, and like Anthony at this point he's trying to like also bind up the other guys. Does you guys want to give me a hand here?
No. That's your job, not ours.
Yeah, and they're just sort of doing that thing where they're just kind of bound at the arms. Right?
Bringing the elf back, and that's what we're gonna do.
Well, can you at least wait for me to tie these guys together?
You planning on bringing them with?
Yes.
Why?
It's my duty as a guard. I've arrested them. They're criminals. They have to face trial.
I think these guys are slightly outside your jurisdiction.
Look, the captain of the guard sent me here. We have the authority over this general area.
We're like 3 days out. We're in half another city. Whatever.
And we were also acting under reasonable cause after they attacked us.
All right, Frank.
I mean, I got extra rope if you need it, but
Give me one of these puppies.
Yep. So now you guys just sort of have like this ensembling chain of goblins following you.
Sweet.
And Frank's just like, so, which one of the wolves you want? Which one are you going for? Which one are you going for?
The one that bit me the first time.
Oh, okay. I don't know which one that is, man.
No, I'm non-role playing.
Okay. So, which one? You want this wolf here? This one seems to like you somewhat.
Yeah.
Seems to at least annoy you. Hey, how would you come with her? You want to come with us? Okay. Starts untraining them. Now, don't you two worry. Just one bit. Edmund will be down, and he'll check on you. Don't you worry. He'll take care of you. We're going with these guys. Yes, we're going with these guys right now. And how about you? You're coming with us. Yes. And
Who you talking to?
He's talking to the wolves.
I just want the one.
Yeah. And takes the chain and says, okay, here you go. Do you know how to walk a wolf?
Absolutely. I feed it first.
Okay, Frank, come along. The other goblins say, and yeah, so they start leading out, and you guys are now heading out of the cave, right?
Now I have a wolf?
Hey.
Well, kind of.
No, that's mine.
I mean, it's not gonna obey you. It's just kind of like it's more of in your possession, but it's not like a familiar yet.
What can I get? How can I get it familiar?
You're gonna need to train with it.
Sweet.
A while. Yep.
Don't Rangers get a familiar eventually?
What?
Don't Rangers get a familiar? I can't remember.
Yes.
Yes, but I want a lot of familiars.
And so, yeah, you guys were able to accoster a group of goblins, terrify them. You lost a guard. Feels like some experience might be in order.
I cast Spare the Dying on the elf, make sure he's still alive.
Yep. Yeah, does that revivify someone at 0 points?
No, it just makes sure that they aren't dying.
Okay.
Like it brings them to 0.
Okay.
If negative, and they succeed there.
Yeah. Well, he already seemed stable to you, but he was unconscious.
Couldn't hurt.
Yep. Guys, had a good quest tonight.
How much experience did we get?
We will award that next time.
Cool.
You don't level up on the way back?
You probably will end up doing that, but till next time.
Tell us over
Yeah, you know what? I'll say that with everything that happened, you guys were able to boost up to level 2. So level up your characters over the course of so that's 250 experience for everything you guys have done. You've rescued Yohan, you defeated a couple goblins.
And I got a wolf.
Yeah, kind of. So I've been your host. Hope you guys enjoyed this. You guys have any closing remarks?
I think this wolf thing will end badly, but I'm curious to see how it will.
Indeed.